The training yard was loud with laughter, too loud. Dust rose under the afternoon sun as a group of cadets surrounded the new girl, their eyes sharp with arrogance. Her name tag read Miller, though few bothered to read it. They'd seen recruits like her before, quiet, unassuming, easy targets. What they didn't know was that beneath her calm eyes and steady breath lay the instincts of a SEAL combat expert, forged in fire and silence. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. The tallest cadet, Riker, smirked and stepped closer. You sure you belong here, rookie? This isn't a spa day. His voice was dripping with mockery. Laughter echoed. Miller didn't flinch. Her hands were clasped behind her back, posture straight, eyes fixed on a point just beyond him. Years of training taught her when to stay still and when to strike. When Riker's hand shot forward, grabbing her collar and forcing her back, the world seemed to pause. The others joined in, jeering, a circle of noise tightening around her. For a moment, she didn't resist. She remembered the first time she was underestimated, years ago in Bud S training, when someone told her women didn't last in the cold surf. She remembered proving them wrong, one impossible task at a time. Her pulse slowed, not from fear, but focus. Then, with the speed of a storm, she moved. A sharp twist of her wrist, a pivot on her heel. Riker was on the ground before he even registered the pain. The next cadet lunged, but she redirected him into the dirt with effortless precision. Each movement was surgical. No wasted energy, no cruelty, just control. The courtyard went silent. Dust hung in the air, catching the late sunlight as every cadet stared in disbelief. A sergeant, drawn by the commotion, froze at the edge of the field. His jaw tightened as recognition dawned. "At ease," he barked. "That's not just a recruit. That's Chief Petty Officer Miller, decorated SEAL, recently transferred for cross-training." Gasps. Murmurs. A few cadets stepped back, shame burning on their faces. Riker avoided her eyes, dust on his uniform, and regret in his expression. Miller exhaled softly, brushing dirt from her sleeve. Her voice was calm, measured. "Discipline isn't just what you show your superiors," she said. "It's how you treat the ones you think are beneath you." The sergeant nodded. "Lesson learned the hard way," he said quietly. As the cadets stood there, their arrogance dissolving into respect, something shifted in the air. Miller saw it in their eyes. The dawning realization that strength wasn't about domination, but restraint. She could have humiliated them further. Instead, she offered a hand to help Riker up. He hesitated, then took it. For the first time, the yard was quiet, not from fear, but from understanding. Later that evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Miller sat on the steps overlooking the base. The sound of drills in the distance mixed with the hum of the wind. She had no satisfaction in what happened, only hope that maybe, just maybe, one act of control could teach more than 100 punishments ever could. She thought of the new recruits who'd come after her, of the silent battles they'd face in proving their worth. She hoped someone would stand for them, too, because respect isn't earned through fear, it's revealed through how we rise above it. And sometimes, the quietest person in the room is the one who's already survived the loudest war. Before you go, tell me, what would you have done in Miller's place? And if this story made you think twice about what real strength looks like, make sure to subscribe for more stories like this one, because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back. And every silent warrior carries a storm that only rises when it must.